I saw this beautiful front porch with like flowers in the front yard. Like, it was just so idyllic. It was so lovely. We're just not even gonna try. And I remember looking at it and thinking, no matter what I look like, no matter how I feel about myself, like, I don't need to meet any beauty standard, because regardless, I'm able to look at beautiful things like this and experience how beautiful it is to be alive. Why did that last so long? That was like the craziest yawn I've ever had in my life. Caught on camera. Real life ghost. Caught on camera. You forget that inside the icon there's still a young girl from Essex. Little Charlie XCX for you. Having an energy drink. I had a large latte this morning. Sorry. Okay. I'm just gonna level with you. I hate seeing myself right now, and I can see myself in the viewfinder, and I'm having a really tough day self-image wise. So I'm having an energy drink. I did have a large coffee earlier, and then I did have another energy drink, and now I'm having this one, which I know everyone who loves me and cares for my well-being is like, oh, don't do that. To that I say, I thought it was gonna be more of a satisfying kind of like sound. Whoa, that was crazy. That was really primal. If you watch that back, that was crazy. I was like, because this awakens something in me. If Red Bull gives you wings, this gives you like a tail and hooves. Anyway, well, what I wanted to talk about today is how I deal with feeling ugly, because I have struggled with this for so long, and I was editing a different video just now and I felt like the ugliest person alive watching it, and I was like, how do I even upload this? Like, how, it's like you feel almost embarrassed by how you look, and embarrassed that people have to see you. And I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of like, oh, this is how I feel, this is blah blah blah. I want us to focus more on like, what do we do about, what the fuck? I want us to focus more on what I do about this, because it doesn't help anyone for me to get into things that I'm insecure about, or say like, oh, I hate this thing about myself, and then someone watching also has that thing and hadn't considered hating it before, but now that they know I hate it, they hate it on themselves. Or like, so I'll never talk about specific insecurities, and I also just don't think it's beneficial for me or for anyone watching to do a little woe is me, I feel so ugly, feel bad for me, because it's like, shut up, grab a number, take a seat. We all get insecure sometimes. And I just wanted to, why is every sip like that? It's like, it feels like when I drink that, it feels like I'm a caveman, and oh, sorry. And I just killed a deer and like ripped out the heart and was like, and like the blood is dripping. That's what drinking this makes me feel like. And also this flavor is really bad. So Zoa Energy, if you're one of the dozen people watching this, your strawberry watermelon flavor is dookie. Sorry, sorry, but it is. Okay, so I was feeling really ugly. What did I do about it? Did I change myself? Did I talk down on myself? Yeah, a little bit on the inside before I caught myself. But this is how I explained it to my boyfriend. I have to, when I feel ugly, when I feel like I look so disgusting and horrible, I have to remember my values. And that's what's helpful for me, is to remember my values. And like, I value what I have to say, not how I look while saying it. I value the type of person I am, not the type of person I look like, okay? And so I was away last weekend, and I was like in the mountains with some family friends, and I saw this beautiful front porch with like flowers in the front yard. Like, it was just so idyllic. It was so lovely. We're just not even gonna try. And I remember looking at it and thinking, no matter what I look like, no matter how I feel about myself, like, I don't need to meet any beauty standard, because regardless, I'm able to look at beautiful things like this and experience how beautiful it is to be alive. And I think it's so easy to get caught up on things that just don't matter, and like to start thinking a lot about how you look, because this is something I struggled with this weekend as well, is because, holy fuck, something I struggled with this weekend. So many photos were taken by everyone, and then they were all in this shared photo album. And I saw a lot of photos of myself where I did not look good. I saw like angles where I was like, and it really got me down for a little bit. But then I just had to take a step back, look at the photos as if they were my friend, and look at myself with the same compassion that I give other people. Because if I see a picture of one of my friends and it's unflattering, am I like, oh, this person is so ugly? No. I'm like, okay, yeah, they look like that from that angle, and they look stunning, gorgeous, beautiful from this angle, and it's all just part of the same wonderful human. It's not like, oh, you look worse here, you look better here. It's like, these are all parts that make up the wonderful you, which I know sounds really like, love yourself and lock into your inner knowing, which I hate talk like that. I just can't like even deal with it. But I do think it's helpful to look at the full person. Full person. No, but actually, I do think it's helpful to look at yourself as a full person. It's important to me to be real. And do I value being perfect, or do I value looking a certain way, or do I value the type of person that I am? And I value being real, okay? Because that's the healthiest thing for me. It's also probably the healthiest thing for those around me. And I also know that when I see people, when I see like Spencer.Barbosa on Instagram, she also has a YouTube, but she has made videos that are like, oh, totally natural things that like every human body has, and it'll be like double chin, pores, like acne, you know, whatever. And it's so helpful to see other people accept the things that we've been taught are wrong about ourselves, and people show that, like, listen, we all have it. It's not a big deal. Everyone has angles that they don't like as much as others, but it doesn't mean that you have to hide the parts of you that you feel are somehow unlovable or unattractive or unworthy, because nothing physically can make you unworthy as a person, because how you look has so little to do with the type of person you are. And so that's what helps me, is just to like lock in on my values and be like, okay, do I value having a life where I'm so preoccupied with what I look like that I might look perfect all the time, but it's because I'm like monitoring it so closely? No. I value being able to be real. I value letting my boyfriend or friends or whatever see angles of me that I don't like, because it's just not worth having the physical insecurity. But it's helpful for me to see people who are real and unfiltered, and people who are not trying to turn their bodies into something that they're not. And it's ultimately just not worth your time spending so much time thinking about how you look, because yes, it's the first thing everyone else sees about you. Yes, it's something that some people are probably gonna judge you for, because people are assholes, but that doesn't mean it's worth your time, because think about all the stuff you could be doing if you weren't worried about what you look like doing it. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. I hope this was helpful for you in some way. And yeah, I hope that you don't worry so much about being beautiful and looking perfect that you don't allow yourself to live a full, happy, and beautiful life, because it is entirely possible to have a wonderful life and experience all the same wonderful things in whatever body you have, okay? Because regardless of what you look like, you still get to experience things like cooking with people you love, or like seeing the beautiful flowers on the porch, or seeing, you know, a sunset or something like that. You get to have all these experiences in your body that are not affected at all by what your body looks like while you experience them. So yeah, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.